In this video, traders, let's talk about 5 good movies based on a true story that all traders should watch. Stay tuned. Hey guys, warm welcome to you. All right, so I have done a video before, probably a long time ago actually, somewhere on the channel. Go have a look for it. I'll talk about best trading movies, Wolf of Wall Street. Is that a trading movie? Well, it's something to do with trading anyway, and that kind of stuff. Wolf of Wall Street, Wall Street, Boiler Room, like other kind of stuff. Go and check that out. This is a little bit different. This is 5 movies based on a true story, which in my opinion makes movies often much better. Not always, but it's a really good kind of basis for a movie that I think all traders should watch. Now, these aren't necessarily trading. Some of them are trading related videos like Margin Call. Actually, Margin Call is better than True Story. Maybe that should have been there. But these aren't trading related, but they're more entrepreneurial. And as traders, we are entrepreneurs. We are business owners. We run our own little trading business that hopefully grows and grows and grows and grows. And if you do well enough at it, it starts to outperform other businesses that, you'd be hiring staff, you have premises, that kind of stuff. So treating like a business, you still need the determination, you need the grit, you need the resilience, you need the fortitude, you need all that type of stuff in trading. So these videos kind of portray that and are worth watching. Anyway, let's go. First one is The Founder. Have you watched The Founder? It is the story of Ray Kroc, Michael Keaton, I think it was. He basically, we need to talk about these without ruining the plot for you guys. He basically is a traveling milkshake machine salesman, bumps into the McDonald brothers burger joint, likes it. Long story short, does a deal with them. There's lots of double crossing, there's lots of money made, but there's a lot of moral in there of, I think the biggest takeaway from that is the pivots and the different ways of looking at things. So from a trading perspective, it's if something's not working, think of another avenue to attack it. If you're struggling with one specific strategy, how can you leverage on what's good about it and attack it from a different angle? That was what was good about The Founder. Number 2 is Gold. I only recently watched this myself. It was Amazon Prime, I think. Matthew McConaughey, you know the guy. He was in Wolf of Wall Street. He's the one who banged his chest. I think that was him anyway. It's talking about he inherits a mining, well, he doesn't inherit, he's working in a mining company with his dad. His dad passed away. He then does inherit the company. He runs it into the ground. He basically does a deal with another mining exploration type guy. They're gold miners and they're going in Indonesia. And basically lots of things start going wrong and this and that, the other. And it's maybe it's kind of the least likely one to be on here, but I quite enjoyed it. I've got a bit of recency bias because I watched it. There's a little bit of stuff there. Tell you what, the trading thing that came to my mind when I was watching it, without spoiling it, there's a part in there where the stock is listed. And the stock does very well. And people are buying it and it kind of really goes up in value. And then something happens that changes that situation. And I thought, this is this is based on a true story again, but it happens time and time again with various asset classes. It looks great on the face of it, and sometimes when you dig deeper, things aren't all as they seem. So that's a good one for traders. Number 3, Big Short. Classic one film, this, guys, based on Michael Burry, who was the kind of eccentric, if you like, hedge fund manager who nailed the short after the global financial crisis caused by the subprime crisis, or subprime bubble, should I say, in the US. Big Short. Exactly, it was a big short, made a lot of money from it. Actually 3 different kind of hedge funds they're following, from a couple of guys, young guys working out of a garage, to like a traditional firm, and then this like eccentric guy, hedge fund. But anyway, it's good because it's obviously trading related, and it's obviously based on true story. And if you trade through GFC like I did, you get a feel for it. And you remember like Lehman and this and Goldman, all this stuff being absolutely hammered. Of course, Lehman disappeared, but you remember it all actually as it happened, the stock prices and how they were behaving. So it's quite good from that perspective. And again, same type of thing of, everyone's not looking where they should be looking because everyone's making money during the kind of bubble. So that's one to watch, well worth it. You got Brad Pitt in there as well, if you like him. Plays an interesting role actually. Number 4, Pursuit of Happiness. And yeah, it's spelled like the movie is spelled like that. Will Smith, he plays Chris Gardner, a character called Chris Gardner. True story again. There's a little bit of trading kind of Yeah, very slightly, because ultimately he ends up becoming a stockbroker. The story is, you know, again, grit, determination. He's selling, I think they're bone density scanners to doctors. You know, there's loads of stuff that's against him. He's homeless. He's looking after his young son. He's got no money, so he's got to try and put his son into nursery. And this, he's trying to sell these scanners. Then he stumbles across a guy who's a stockbroker, gets on well with him, and then kind of works his way into an unlikely position. So it's a story of, there's a slight bit of trading and nothing really good, any terminology or anything interesting like that, but it's a story again of grit and fortitude and perseverance and never quitting on what you're wanting to do, regardless of the current situation you're in. The last one here is Rogue Trader. I put this one here. I had another one on here, and I kind of switched at the last minute because I thought, you know what, maybe I should switch it. And this is the story of Nick Leeson. I guess it's not really, you know, motivational as such, because at the end of the day, he committed fraud. But the lesson I think from this is that, you know, when you make a mistake, and this is the biggest lesson, rectify it quickly. Rogue Trader, I'm not going to go through the whole story now, guys, if you want to check it out. I think I did a whole video on it actually a while ago, but it's worth watching. Nick Leeson, played by Ewan McGregor in the movie. I got the book as well, book's worth reading. You know, he makes a mistake. He's trading in the pit, makes an error, and trades his way out of the mistake. And then he does it again, and then one time he doesn't get away with it. And it snowballs and snowballs and snowballs, and it all came about from trading out of a mistake. Loads of other things in there caused the whole thing to collapse, that allowed it to happen. But ultimately, the moral of that is, when you make a mistake, just fix it, rectify it, swallow the loss, move on. If he'd have done that, things might have been different. Anyway, guys, those are 5 good movies based on a true story that I think all traders should watch. Let me know yours in the comment section below. Which ones have I missed? There's a few that come to mind, but maybe they're not quite as good, or maybe they're better. And also, what's your favourite one like this one? Take care, guys. See you next one. Bye-bye.